Welcome back to consecutive day 689 of a diary of a Runpreneur. Please remember that this vlog is part of the Runpreneur challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. Find out more about the challenge, how you can support it, check the links in the comments below. But do subscribe to the channel and give this a share, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. Thanks for your support, and let's get started. So it's a windy consecutive day 689 of a diary of a Runpreneur, and a nice early morning run today. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, which is fresh, very windy, but the sun is out, so it's a good head clearer today. And the reason I'm running morning again today, I'm going to start trying to get back into the morning run, because once you kind of overcome the kind of procrastination of getting up and feeling still a little bit sluggish and getting out to run, I think I get a lot more from it than I do later in the day. So I'm going to try and certainly get back into the routine, but nonetheless I'm doing it today because I've got a day in London again today. Big meeting with some investors we're working with. Talked a lot about this last week, the prospect of potentially building a business with the backing of these investors to hit a EBITDA annual figure that you can now sell for a multiplier depending on how big that figure is. So the target would be to get to an annual profit figure or EBITDA figure of £1 million, and you can get between 10 to 12 times valuation on the business. Any less than that, it can be as low as 1 to 2 times. So it's an interesting prospect, something that I hadn't given a lot of thought of before, but these guys have experience in this process and selling business valuations, etc. So yeah, super excited to see how this pans out. It's going to be a long, slow burn because there's a lot of trust and due diligence and stuff that has to be done yet. But if we can find common ground, this could be, it could be a life-changing opportunity. But yeah, so that's London today. Business is going okay. It's going okay as a whole, and I think sometimes you're so caught in the middle of running a business or businesses, and sometimes you have to take a step back and reflect. And you know what? You know, we've come through a tough transitional year, I would say. It's easy to say, oh, everything's going super well, as most people do on social media. But the stark reality is that entrepreneurship is tough. Serial entrepreneurship is crazily tough. Yeah, it's been the last year has really been the transition from the separation of the previous business that we had set up, and refunding people and all those types of things that comes with when things go wrong. And it's about doing the right thing. So we almost took a year's hit in terms of where we wanted to be, to do right by the people that entrusted us and invested in us, to make sure that ultimately nobody was out of pocket. And that's what we've done, and we've come to the back end of that now. And it's, you know what, I feel an air of satisfaction for doing the right thing, because too many people just liquidate or close the company down and all liability kind of goes with it. That's never been my style. For my sins and the stubbornness of trying to do the right thing, sometimes it can have sometimes it would have been easier to go to liquidate a business, but I don't think that's the ethical or the right thing to do, even though it could be the most profitable from a personal perspective. You know, I'm fully appreciative of how hard it is to earn money, and if anybody pays and doesn't get the service that they required, then we have a duty of care to put that right. And that's what this last year has really been about. And it's only really now that we've kind of come to the back end of that, and we've got these new opportunities, and what it's masked is all the good work that we've done over the past several months. The really lucrative work we've done has often gone on to clearing, liabilities with historical clients, etc. So we're now in a position where we can really drive forward, and I'm really excited to see what these next few months hold for us. I'm under no illusion that you're going to get the ups and downs, and it is you constantly get whacked in entrepreneurship in terms of things go wrong, but it's law of averages. If you hang in there long enough, the bad news or the whacks you get can often turn into good news and positive outcomes for the business. So I think the moral to the story today is hang on in there. It is tough. Cost of living is going up. Lots of things are happening in the world today which make our lives more challenging. And I think hang in there and believe that we'll all come out the other side. That's pretty much it today. From a personal perspective, it's well and truly back into the routine. Kids are back at school. My eldest still recovering from long COVID. He's got his COVID vaccine today. He's 11. I think inevitably it was a decision we were always going to make, giving him the vaccination based on what COVID did to him in the original first instance. So, there's a small part of us that hope that the vaccination will actually maybe kickstart his immune system and help him kind of get over this last hurdle. But so we've got that going on today. Private tutoring, it's just busy life. My youngest James played against a Cambridge United team yesterday and he played really well, so super proud of him. They played 2 games against Cambridge United, that's one 1-0 and one 4-0, but the 4-0 game was against the elite team, which is the guys at Cambridge United have earmarked as being the best chance of potentially making it. So he's done really well, and I think he enjoyed it. He's tired today, but has to be expected. But anyway, that's it for me today. Please remember that this vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. Find out more about the challenge, how to support it, check the links in the comments below. But do give this a subscribe and a share, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. We've just launched a sustainable fundraising campaign called Caffeine for Kevin. The idea behind it is if people can afford to donate the price of a cup of coffee once a month, it could be a super cheap coffee, £1, or anything a little bit more expensive, depending on your taste. And because this challenge is so long, we can afford to take really small donations on a recurring basis, because £1 a month to the Runpreneur Challenge is worth £125 over the course of the whole entire challenge. £2, £250, £5 is over £500. So it's life-changing amounts of money to children who need it. And the idea behind Caffeine for Kevin is, although metaphorically speaking, all those coffees you're donating to me I'll never get to drink, it will still give me a caffeine boost, seeing the money coming into the charitable fund every day and every month. So if you can support me, thank you very much. Find out in the links below. Thank you for your support as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.